Welcome to Coach and Minutia. My name is Nick Carruthers. I'm your host. Excited to have you all here with us. We had a lot of people requesting to bring back our first guest, Coach Gabby Smith from Richmond, Indiana, Richmond High School, I should say. She was so dynamic the first time, and a lot of people asking questions and asking when she'll be back. So we're here for part two. So Gabby's here today. Come on over, Gabby. How you
Hey
doing?
Nick,
Good to
how are
see you.
you? Good to
Good to
see
see
you.
you.
Good to see you.
Right. Come on, have a seat.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the pod.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you
Yeah,
for
yeah.
having me.
I'm
Thank you
thinking
for
about
having
trying to do a little segment called the coach's office.
Okay, I like that.
Coach's office is always thought as like a bad place.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be thought of as a bad place, but
Okay.
no, you just come and chop it up.
Mhm.
For coaches, it's a good place for
Uh-huh.
us to kind of like put
Mhm.
our heads together
Mhm.
and kind of game plan.
Mhm.
And so that's what we're doing for the community. What's
Okay.
going on with you?
Not too much. Like I said, preparing for the season
Oh,
still.
we getting close.
Getting close. So, October starts this week.
We are 31 days away.
Mm-hmm.
31 days away. We got a countdown.
Countdown. I think every coach has a countdown.
Yeah, we're excited. They ready to stop running on that track.
Yeah. In that weight room, telling you, it's different.
Well, we got weights every day. So
Right.
The extra lift is probably. I think the lifting helps you with the soreness.
It does.
If you're really sore after a hard workout, a lot of professional players, they go get a post game lift in, try to combat that soreness. So I love the extra lift. It's just the necessary work. Necessary work.
And it helps with your mindset after the game, as far as releasing whatever you're dealing with.
Yeah.
So that's a real thing, whether it's like after a good practice or even after a game, that post lift, it does something to you. That release is what we all need, but it helps out a lot, especially with student athletes if they didn't play right or if they played well, but that lift does something for their mindset.
Yeah.
So
how your numbers right now?
So our numbers are still kind of small, just because I have a lot of girls that are dual sport athletes for the fall sport.
We
so
got the same thing. I got
between soccer,
and a couple volleyball players.
Yep. So they're heavily involved in that. So they end a week before we start tryouts, October 20th.
And the shape is different.
Woo, man.
A coach, okay?
Man.
Now listen to me. Okay? I love dual sport athletes.
Yes, we do.
I do.
But
4 minutes in basketball and 4 minutes in a volleyball game.
Very different.
It's very different pace.
Very different pace.
It's also a different pace in soccer. Not that soccer, you got to be in extreme shape too.
Yes, you do.
It's big. You're constantly moving and adjusting. But in basketball, we talk about full max effort. Like an honest effort is a sprint. Everything that you're doing, there's no sliding. You're sprinting to help. You're sprinting to the gap. You're sprinting to close out. You're driving to the rim. You're fast breaking it. Transition defense. And high school basketball, 80% of what you're doing is transition.
Yeah.
So you
quick spurts.
Yes.
All that.
And it's physical.
Yes.
Somebody's hitting you. Ain't nobody hitting you in volleyball.
Yeah.
You try not to hit the net. You know what I'm saying? Somebody throwing an elbow or a hip at you in basketball, trying to get you on a good box out or a screen. It's a different shape. So, dealing with.
And soccer has it too in its own way. But I've had players come from soccer and they'll say, Coach, we run a lot more in basketball because it's a continuation.
Yeah.
Well,
the court's smaller too.
Yes.
So there's nowhere to hide.
No.
You ain't on the opposite side of the field and you just pinching in, waiting for the cross,
Yes.
I don't know a lot about soccer. My youngest son plays soccer.
Okay, yeah.
So I pick up the terminology from but no. I'm a basketball coach, okay? I just listen, right? You know what I mean? I'm listening to his coach, and his coach has been pushing him hard. But back to the shape though, coach. So we get these young ladies from these other sports. We got to give them some grace, coach, on trying to get up to speed, not only with their conditioning, but with the terminology that we're using, especially if you have a different group coming in. How much do you change from season to season depending on the kids that you have, coach?
Oh, that's a good question. To be honest, Nick, I honestly, I guess I can't even answer it because I'm still learning that part.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Because year two.
Yes, year two. So learn that part, and it's different for every kid.
Yeah.
But the grace part you talk about, I learned it the hard way because sometimes you can be so hard on kids coming from another sport, not realizing you have to change their mentality coming into your sport because of how it is.
Yes.
And even towards the postseason of our sport, going into another sport, still keeping that same mentality for June ball, and they're in their other spring season. So I think for me it's different because I'm still learning what that looks like and the right way to do it.
Okay, so I'm not saying that I do it any right way. Okay, when I first started out coaching, I was also coaching volleyball in the fall. Okay, so I was at a smaller school. Yeah, I'm at a smaller school, and you have to share athletes.
Yeah,
you're at a small school. Your best athletes probably play 3 sports. So, and maybe there's a top kid that specializes. Maybe one, maybe, but your best athletes play. So my practices at the beginning were a lot of full court drills with the physicality being the coaches with the bag at half court. We ain't using no cones. We're using bodies, and if you're lucky to get a group of young men who maybe didn't make the team,
they want to come help, but
got good character, not there trying to scope the scene,
right, just coming to
play. We talking about basketball, man. We ain't talking about anything else, okay, brother? If you get a group, 3 or 4, maybe if you get 5, great. But at a small school, you get 3 or 4 guys that can come in that can play defense at half court. You got a coach at the rim with the bag. You're simulating the contact, the physicality, the lateral movement. In your full court drills, you put time on the clock, you put a goal for the team, and you hold them to that goal. Now you make the goal realistic. You don't that they have to give an honest effort. They have to push themselves past that comfort level. There's no growth in your comfort zone to reach that goal, and you allow the clock and the goal to be the coach. And you just give affirmation and give direction. You know what I mean? That's the way that I approached it at a smaller school. Now at a bigger school, there's more competition.
Oh yeah.
There's girls who just play basketball and they've been there
all June.
They play AAU in July. They come in the workouts, the preseason running and conditioning all through August, and the weights all through August. September come, they ain't missed an open gym. And we're playing. Like we're
going
full-fledged. We're in secondary. We're working on our transition defense. We're working on our defensive rotation at half court. They got a good foundation, and now you got to come in from soccer or volleyball, and I can't move this kid over. You're gonna have to earn your position with this, and if you're transparent with them about that, you're transparent with them about, hey, I'm not trying to say you're not going to be a big part of what we're doing, or I'm not saying that you played last year, you're coming back from another sport, you penalized. No, but they've been here working, so you're going to have to come in and be vocal and give great effort and ask questions and be here every day to show that not only do I belong, y'all should be happy I'm back because I'm real. I'm like that. I'm locked in. I'm giving my all. Yeah, I played other sport, but and basketball may not be her first sport. Basketball might be her. Look, I got softball players. Basketball their third sport.
Yeah, but that's the art of communication. I'm learning, especially being a teacher. Great teachers communicate effectively. And as a coach, we are still teachers.
Well, let me tell you a secret, Coach.
Go ahead.
Sometimes you have players who have better communication than parents.
Man.
And that kid really wants to play for you.
Yes, because he cares. She cares.
She cares. He cares. They're really shooting you a message in the group chat like, hey, Coach, or they're pulling you aside in the hallway like, I know I'm in this sport now. But my dad did sign me up for these hitting lessons on this day, Coach, and I want to communicate that, look. Okay. You got a kid that is a really, really good kid, great character, good athlete. They're not the most talented kid, but when they come in the building, they get back from their sport, or God, maybe it's a kid that with our new rules, maybe it's a kid that's coming back to your school.
Right.
You got to put your arms around that kid.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, that kid left. There need to be a conversation with the parents too, because all right, your kid's coming back. I want you to know that there's no hard feelings. I want you to know that we're happy to have your child back, that you trust us, that you decided that, okay, this was better than what we thought it initially was. But I gotta be fair with your child, like I would fair with anybody else. I gotta push her, like I push anybody else. I gotta hold her accountable.
There you go.
Like I hold it, and look, nobody likes to be called to the table.
No.
And I try to say I'm gonna call you up. I try to do it in a way that if it's in front of everybody, there's an affirmation.
Yes.
In the call up, it's a good job. This is what we're looking for. It's a direction instead of a correction. You know what I mean? Let's try it this way. And if it's a real critique, okay, I'm pulling you to the side. Let's have a little conversation, about what you need to do.
But we're in that business of doing that. We're building up our young women, our young men. That's what we're called to do.
Yeah.
So what you just said is really the art of communication.
Yeah.
Being able to communicate effectively of what you're trying to do, what you're trying to get them to see. So even those athletes that are coming in from another sport, explain to them what the process is going to be and why. So they don't just come in, now they get defeated because y'all behind because you're in something else. When in reality, you have to understand the process of what happened. If this kid's been here majority of the month, they put the work in and the reps in.
You got to get an opportunity.
But it's that communication factor of because some kids don't know. They don't understand. So trying to get them to understand the mentality of everything is earned, but also just putting in the work. But it's so hard because communication can get funny if you don't do it correctly.
What do you mean funny? Like with the kid or with the parent?
I say with the kid.
With the kid? Okay.
Actually, it really could be with both.
Well, I say when you say funny, you mean like lost in context?
Yes, yes.
Well, this is our biggest issue as coaches right now. Our children having hard conversations face to face, to them is a conflict.
Yes,
because they're not used
to it. Yep.
And to us, it's let's find the solution.
Yep.
And let me hear what you feel. Let me be receptive to you. But our kids aren't used to that.
No.
And they may not get that at home either. They may not get that face-to-face conversation. So you having that conversation, it's uncomfortable for that baby.
Especially if you have to be the first one to put them in that situation.
Oh, man, coach.
To learn and express and explain.
And for some babies, they might think that coach is the bad guy.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be.
Right.
I'm going to come with you with the right tone.
Right.
I'm going to come with you calm.
Yep.
I'm going to try to have the conversation where it's away from other prying ears.
Right.
Not, hey, come to my office. Let's talk.
Right.
You over getting water, I walk over, we have a conversation, we walk away from water together, we dap up, you get back into the drill. That is one problem. The second problem is sometimes when you lead with the direction, when you lead with what you want to be changed, they don't hear what's after.
No.
And they feel like, well, what is wrong?
Wrong, yes.
What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
And that part is, for us, the art of communication to get it across to her where I'm not saying that everything that you're doing is
right.
And I don't want you to hear this one part.
Right.
I want you to hear the whole thing.
Right.
And let's work together to embrace the direction that I'm asking you to go in. And here's why. You got to give them the why. If you do not give them the reason why, then she will not understand the value of the direction you're giving her.
Yeah. It can't be because I said so.
Oh, no.
It can't be because I said no.
They're not like us.
No.
If grandma told you to do something, okay, when you was, okay, I'm old, okay, I'm 40. You didn't do what she said, or you asked why was a cuss word in my house? It was just like any other cuss word. You might get something thrown at you from the wrong, saying that to the wrong person, but these babies, you have to give them why. They need context. And I'm okay with that. There's some coaches who are not okay with that.
Well, a lot of that probably goes into ego and pride.
Oh,
ego and pride. No, but that's a real thing. So once you take your ego and pride out of it, some kids just really, they don't know.
Yeah.
So just telling them the why could put them at ease within themselves.
It's a big part of being what they need and not what we want. I need to give her what she needs and not try to get what I want.
Here's
an example, coach. A few years ago, I'm coaching a team, and I love playing man-to-man defense. I feel like it prepares you best for college.
It does.
In college, you're gonna play man-to-man. Okay. You might have zone for a change of pace. You're gonna play man, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Different types of man, but you're gonna play man.
Yeah.
But for this particular team, we were very young, and I'm taking over a program that had only played 2-3 zone.
Oh wow.
They never played man.
That's a lot of teaching.
Sprint back to half court, no pressing, 2-3 zone.
That's a lot of teaching.
So I got seniors for 4 years. For 3 years they played 2-3 zone. Their senior year, I'm saying, hey, you got guard.
Yeah.
You are who you can guard.
Yeah.
You are who you can guard in college ball. Yep. So you can score 50, but if she scored 55, you're a liability. Okay. Yep. So
guard your yard.
You got
Guard your yard.
So that part of the game, and explaining to them why we have to change everything that you've been doing. Not alone, not you've been losing too. So you know, this is the change. And you go from 5 wins to 16 because of that. Now, was it comfortable? No, but I had to give them the reason why. And let them find the value in that why. You know, so man, that's a big one, Coach. That's a big one.
Well, but even in teaching man to man and guarding your yard, and you can guard, there's a different mentality that goes into that. Because to me, I was always, raised and trained. Of course, if you do zone, you got to teach man principles. Now, we're not going to X's and O's. What I'm saying is the mentality of, no, I have to stick with this person, guard this person, make it tough for this person, is another level of confidence you have to now build into your players.
Say that one word with a C again.
Confidence. To build into your players that you can do this. Yeah. You got 4 others behind you hoping you take care of business because they got your back.
They got your back, but you got a job to
do.
This is where the problem comes in.
Yes.
When everybody got a phone up.
Yes.
And you worried if she get a move off, or she scoring you on the step back, or you out her and she scored.
Yeah.
Now you embarrassed because you're worried about what other people
are saying. Yeah.
You're worried about what other people's view is of you. And I wish if I could go back in time, I wish I could have the mindset that I don't care what people think about me that I have now. That I know what I'm doing is for the best of the people around me, and not for me first. And I'm not going to be perfect in that. When you remove the fear of getting crossed, of getting hurt, somebody shooting a 3 in your face, or somebody scoring a bunch of points on you, when you remove the fear of that and just go at it with everything that you got, it is so freeing. Like there's a power in not having the worry of other people's thoughts. But can you speak on that? Because I don't think you have some adults that don't even understand the power of not worrying about what anybody else is doing. Well, what anybody else is thinking. The disease of left and right.
Woo! Is that what you call it? Is that what you call it? Is that what you call it?
The disease of left and right.
Okay.
It never comes alone. They always come together. Left and right. Because on the left, you're gonna see the kid that you better than.
Yeah.
And maybe got the offer.
Yeah.
Or a offer and you have none. And on the right, you see the other team, the other school that had just won, and should I go over there? And while you looking left and right, you missing everything, all the greatness that's right in front of you. Or at times, all the obstacles that those people left and right are sliding in front of you.
Ooh, my gosh.
And so now you tripping over things that should be helping you
elevate and grow.
Tripping over stairs that should help you get higher. But you're so busy looking left and right, you forgetting to climb.
Nick. And now you realize why you haven't grown or gotten better.
Oh, and it's not just kids.
No, it's adults too.
It's parents.
Yeah.
It's coaches.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get real, y'all.
Yeah.
As a coach, how many times have you seen a team in the summertime, or a kid that you know is going to another school, and this is 6 foot, whatever, 6'7", as the kids say, kid that's going to another school, and you like, man, if I wish, if I had that kid in my program,
man, what
or man, how
things we can do,
change everything, or if my kids play with that mentality or that energy, or if my kids showed up to workouts like this program kids do. You don't know the sacrifices that were made, or the trials or tribulation or drama that comes with what you're asking for. You could have a top roster of kids and have strife in your locker room.
That's why, man,
the disease of left and right, you can lose your spouse, your marriage, your family over looking left and right. Because you done made promises and things to other people, or made deals with other people, and you're not locked in on what's right in front of you.
Yep.
Parents can lose their kids, or help lose the confidence in their kid.
Yep.
Looking at your kid saying, "Well, why am I paying for this trainer for you to do this, this, and this, but in the game you never even shoot that shot?" But maybe the coach doesn't allow that, or doesn't have that philosophy, or your kid hasn't shown it consistently enough. But you see it with the trainer on 1-on-0. But on 5-on-5, she don't have the confidence to do that. But you mad at her because she's not shooting this step back three, and you done paid $300 a month for this trainer. The disease of left and right will ruin relationships, confidence, and any focus that you have on progressing, not just forward, but elevating. Don't get stuck in the disease of left and right.
Nick,
it's big.
It is, but that's the problem. Nobody thinks like that. Nobody understands that. And even if they do understand it, implementing that, staying in your lane.
Yeah.
I think one time we talked about when you're driving, not paying attention to your lane, because you're looking left and right, you're gonna crash.
Oh yeah, you're gonna veer off. We talked about team bonding this year. And team bonding I'm doing with my team this year. I'm using blindfolds. And I'm gonna allow the team to choose the top, who they believe is the top players, or the players that they trust the most. Okay. And I'm gonna make those players be the ones who are blindfolded. And they have to choose one teammate out of the group that's left. So it's 5 of them. The group that's left, you got to choose one person to be the voice of your direction.
Okay.
To be your North Star. To be your focus.
Your navigator, yeah.
And everybody else is a distraction.
Left and right.
Flashing lights, tambourine, basketball, dribbling, cheering, roaring, maybe a bump here and there. And I'm going to tell that player, I'm going to set you on this path, on this straight line. And you walk this sideline. And there's nothing around you that you can trip or fall on anything. You just got to stay on the path. And I'm going to let all 5 of them go through it with all the distractions. And I guarantee you, the left and right, the social media.
Yes.
The comments, the chats, the ads, the likes, somebody else's offer, somebody else's visit, somebody else is getting on this AAU team, getting on the top circuit team, and you left on this team, and they young, but they playing up. Her going to take a visit.
Yep. Comparison, all that.
What she got on. They got Nike Tech, or this team get to do this, or they got a such and such and such and such. Or they got this booster club, and they don't have to pay for shoes.
Right.
The looking left and right is her teammates are the simulation of all the distractions they're having with our kids. It's gonna be hard for that baby to stay on the path if she's blindfolded on what's in front of her. Okay, you can see the left and right. You can out of the blindfold, you can see the stuff from left and right, but what's in front of you is blocked because you focus elsewhere. You can't stay on that path, let alone elevate.
So mind you, having kids do that, we should have some of our coaches do that too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. If you focus on what you have and appreciate what you have, it changes your trajectory on looking at anybody else what they have. It empowers what you have.
If you appreciate as a coach the other assets that the other people on staff bring to the table.
Man.
I mean, here's an example. My hat is always off to the JV coaches.
Oh my gosh,
the JV head coach is so important to the varsity coach, because 2 things that JV coach has to do, and then 2 things that you want them to do.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about it as a head coach. You want them. You want them to develop.
Yes.
Not just the player's physical ability, but confidence and mindset to be ready to help when it's her turn.
Yes.
That's number 1. The second thing you want to develop a relationship with your group of kids.
Yes.
That you can be the voice of reason when those swing kids get in the varsity game, that she can come to because she played JV for you.
Yes.
And when a head coach don't have time to really get her together because he's working with the group that's already established themselves, you can be that voice. That's the 2 things we want. The 2 things that they have to do is you have to value your work with that group as if you are the varsity coach, because you're preparing them to play for your varsity head coach. So everything that is a standard for that varsity head coach, you got to hold them to that standard as well.
Because you're an extension.
And your job is to prepare them for the energy,
Yep.
the level of play, the intensity,
Yep.
the minutia, the IQ that they need to step on the court and not be a liability when they get those swing. You get a quarter or two. You got to be effective in that little time, because maybe it's not you coming in that quarter. Ain't coming in for you to drop 30. That's what you did in the JV game.
Right.
And if you're a girl playing JV, let me talk to you about these JV girls.
Mm-hmm.
If you're playing JV, your coach, it's not that they don't believe in you.
Right.
They expect you to go and dominate in that JV game. You should average 25 in that JV game if you feel like you're a varsity player.
Come on now.
Show consistency in that JV game, because that 25 in that JV game probably going to be 8 or 10 in that varsity game. But that 8 or 10 can make or break your head coach's opportunity for you. I mean, you come in with a consistent 8, I got a 5 minutes for you. You come in with a consistent 6 rebounds, I got a 5 minutes for you. I'm gonna pick on one of my kids, okay? All right? She won't mind, okay? Basketball is like her first sport.
Really?
And she's one of the smaller kids on my team. Her name is Izzy Burton. Okay, I love Izzy. Izzy doesn't really love basketball, but she loves our culture. She loves what we're, our staff, the players, the teammates.
You got to love those type of kids. Yeah,
love them.
Yeah,
and Mama told her you got to play basketball. You know what I mean? Because Izzy turns into Superwoman with whatever task you give her. So I remember one game last year, we had a player, she wasn't really giving us what she needed. She didn't have a good game that game, and we needed her to rebound. So I'm looking down the line, and I come to Izzy. Izzy didn't play JV. Okay, I come to Izzy and I say, Izzy, I need you to go in. I need you to play great defense. I need you to go get every single rebound you can. Izzy went and found the biggest person on the other team, not even the girl she's guarding, and boxed her out 3 possessions in a row. Do you know that my varsity bench lost it? They lost it. Oh my! She getting Izzy get it. Dive on the floor for those balls. Can't breathe. Can't breathe. She coming from volleyball. She ain't even in shape. Can't breathe. She giving her absolute. I gave her the biggest high five when she came out of the game, and it was only for like 2 or 3 minutes. But in that 2 or 3 minutes, the energy that she brings
and the impact
was wild. Was wild, and her confidence in herself, her value of what we're asking her to do, it changed not just her teammates' mindset, but the person she went to replace. The same game, that player came and said, "Coach, I'm ready to do whatever you need me to do."
Yeah,
because she seen how important that job was for us in that moment.
Yeah,
it's night and day when you have a kid that buys in. So that JV coach
is important.
He prepared her for that.
Yeah.
He gave her the confidence and the freedom. Coach Maurice Barnes. He gave her that string to make mistakes and value the things that he knew that I was going to ask her to do. And that's why I value him so much. Shout out to Izzy. Shout out to Izzy. Barnes.
There you go.
I'm very lucky to have a kid like that.
Oh yeah.
You can't always find them, Coach. You can't always find them. So and she's a great softball. She'll go to college and play softball. Like softball's her sport. But she gives her all.
But it also sounds like she knows her role.
Oh yeah, and champions it.
Yes.
She don't have a problem with it. She ain't got no ego about it.
Yes.
I got a job to do. I'm gonna do my job. I'm enjoy my time.
So getting kids to understand their role is huge because it helps with your program. Can you still be effective and not score?
Oh, look, Gino Oriema. Let's talk about Gino. I love Gino.
I do too.
I love his mindset.
Yes.
I can't coach like he coached because I don't have all Americans like he got all Americans like that. But you know,
still right, yeah.
He can do stuff that everybody can't do. Okay.
Yeah.
But Gino said that he talked about a player. I don't think he named the player, but he talked about a player. And this player was a great scorer, really good scorer player. But he said it's 40 minutes in the game, and all she does is score. And he noticed that over time, and so he benched this player. She had to be an All-American. She's a cold player. He benched her, and his words to her were, "There's 35 minutes left in the game."
Yep.
Outside of you in 40 minutes, you probably had the ball for about 5 minutes total. So the other 35 minutes, what do you bring to the team?
Right. What are you doing?
What are you doing? What is your value in 35 minutes? And he asked her how many rebounds you get, how many steals you get, how many assists you get, and how many points you get. This is what he benched her. And she said 0. He goes, that's the same amount that you had the other night when you played He said, and it changed everything for that player.
Yeah.
But it took him holding her accountable
Mm-hmm.
and sitting her down, which I'm sure her family probably wasn't happy about. I'm sure she wasn't happy about. But as a coach, you got to be real with them, right?
Yes.
You know,
because if you don't, the world will.
When it's too late to learn.
When it's too late to learn a lesson.
Yeah, coach.
You know,
right.
A lot of kids will tell you that a lot of times their coaches are very impactful in their I'm gonna say earlier years, but they're more important years of life lesson. That's why the role that we have is so important, because we're not just teaching basketball, we're teaching life, how to handle adversity, how to have effective communication skills, how to listen more than you talk, how to know and do your role and be perfect in your role. You know, all that stuff matters, and it translates when you get to college, your jobs, whatever that is. We're teaching them life skills.
You know what the biggest thing that I'm working on when you talk about life skills is the next play mindset. That's my biggest challenge this year.
You gotta elaborate on that. Okay. Oh my gosh!
I saw this. I'm a post what it is, but I saw this saying. It's $96,400 in your bank account, coach. $96,400. And someone went online and hacked your account and stole $10. And because they stole $10, you took the other $96,390 and threw it out the window. Just threw it in the trash. Would you do that?
No.
Would you be upset about the $10?
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah, you go.
You would be upset about $10, but you wouldn't throw the rest of it away. There are 96,400 seconds in every day. But it only takes 10 seconds for someone to do you wrong.
There you go.
To say the wrong thing to you, to talk you down, to tell you that you missed a shot or missed a pass or missed a defensive assignment. And those 10 seconds, if you allow those 10 seconds to ruin the other 96,390 seconds.
That one moment.
It's like you not moving on from one bad play to the next play.
Like that's deep.
That's my battle this year. It's not the mistake that defines you. It's what you do afterwards that tells me what kind of woman you gonna be.
Your reaction to it.
What is your reaction to the mistake, to the adversity, to somebody doing you wrong, to the official not calling the foul, to the girl playing a little bit on the edge of to we were watching film not last year before. We was watching film with the game, coach.
Hey, film don't lie.
Okay, we were trying to prepare for an environment. Okay, we're trying to prepare for an environment that we're about to go play in. And it wasn't a very hospitable venue we were going to play in. And the clip on the film that stood out to everybody was a loose ball bouncing off of the rim. Two girls running after it from two different teams. One girl's closer than the other. She jumps and reaches for the ball. She's the away team. The home team girl doesn't reach for the ball, but reaches for her ponytail and snatched her to the ground and went and got the ball. And they never blew a whistle. This is in Indiana.
Wow.
We had to go play there.
Oh my gosh.
And so I'm trying to mentally prepare for my girls.
You have to.
They said, Coach, did you see that, Coach? You said, rewind that. I said, what you gonna do if that happens to you?
Right.
You cannot crash out.
Yeah.
Being a crash out is not a cool thing, okay? I don't care what nobody tell you. Being a crash out will get you not recruited, will get you kicked off a team, will get you put off a program. Don't be a crash out.
That goes for adults too.
In the stand, don't be a crash out parent because you embarrass your child.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Yeah. There are college coaches who won't recruit
kids. That's serious.
Kids
because of that.
Because of a parent.
Yeah.
They won't recruit kids because of kids looking up in the stands.
Yeah. Yeah.
And every little thing.
Yep. Who are you listening to?
What's your focus on?
Right.
Coach Deanne Ramey, she was on the pod, Coach. She talked about a college coach saying that she went to the home of a player that they were recruiting. Head coach and the assistant went to the home, sat down with the family. Grandma made a meal, and the player said, why'd you cook this? You know I don't eat that. To the grandma.
Yep.
And then she said, can you get me some water, grandma? And so the head coach told the assistant coach after they left, you can scratch that kid off the list. We can't recruit that kid. Because if they treat their parents like that, then I can't recruit that kid. This goes the same way.
Yeah.
If you treat your kid, if you tell your daughter she's playing like trash,
yeah.
If you tell your daughter you could do better, or why did I pay for training?
Yeah.
They're not gonna recruit your kid either, because she's getting beat down.
Yeah, mentally.
She's mentally beat down.
Yes.
You got to give her words of affirmation. Now, be honest with her.
Right.
You know,
right.
But a lot of coach to give it to her the right way.
Right.
You know, hopefully you have a great coach that's going to give it to her with some love.
Right.
You know, I'm not trying to coach your kid with kitty gloves. I'm going to be honest with her.
Yep, tough love. Yep.
It's not going to be boxing gloves.
Right.
You know, they're not going to be boxing gloves. You know, you don't want to beat her down.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So, but back to the looking left and right, coach.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing, and you know, it really helps to have kids on your teams that are great leaders.
Yes.
And can talk those kids who maybe don't have those leadership skills or get distracted by the left and right, can kind of reel them back in. Because the coach saying it is, or parent saying it is one thing, but when your peer, somebody that you respect, somebody that you know deserves your respect or puts in the work, when they can say it, coach, even if they're not the best player. Do you have kids?
That's what I'm about to say. Your leaders don't always have to be your best players.
No. Sometimes your best leaders aren't your best players.
You know,
they keep your best players in line.
There you go. And
you need those kids.
You do.
Coach.
You do.
And you got kids like that?
I do, but I think my biggest thing is, how do you, when you're trying to push your girls that you know that can be leaders, sometimes it can backfire, you know? So I guess my question for you would be, what's a true leader in your eyes?
Okay.
For a player, what's a true leader?
Twofold question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's talk about how to get them there first.
Yes.
I want to lose that.
Yes. Okay.
For a kid, it's a lose-lose situation. When a coach is asking them to hold a teammate accountable, to speak up, to be vocal, and it's really hard for a kid that's not the best player or your hardest worker. You got to be number one. You got to be a hard worker to be a leader.
Man,
you got to have the body of work to have a voice.
Yes,
because you can't say something and not practice what you preach.
Because you've already lost trust.
You've already lost trust. Yeah. So I can't tell my kids to be at practice every day if I'm the head coach missing practice.
Right.
I don't miss no practice. I'm
sick. Anything like we there.
I'm there.
Are we there?
I'm there. I'm locked in. I got the plan. Let's get it. You know, and we got stuff to go on in our lives. We'll get to that. We'll get to coach life balance in a second. But okay.
Yeah.
So for her, it's a lose-lose. If I call my teammate out, if I say to my teammate, "What you doing?" Then she gonna be like, "I thought we was friends."
Woo!
You embarrassing me. You doing too much. That's the phrase. I love that phrase. Maybe you're not doing enough.
Thank you.
Okay, okay. So how do you call her out? How do you get her to get on the same page? You, as a teammate, you praise the actions you want to see. You become the greatest hype man for those doing what the teammate that should be doing isn't doing.
Your role. Go ahead.
That's your role, is to be hype man right now. And when your teammate isn't getting it after that, yo, come on, we got this. Hey, I know you got this. I know you can lock her up. I know.
Right.
I know.
Build that confidence. Yeah, build that confidence. Yeah.
I'm gonna beat. Or here you go. You got a teammate that's not running hard in sprints, and you beat that teammate, and you know that teammate faster than you. I'm gonna go stand right next to the teammate. Right, and do it again. I'm gonna tell you a secret, okay? I'm gonna tell you a secret because we out of breath, we tired. Coach said if I beat you, we gotta run again. And he told me not run hard, so I need you to beat me so we don't run again. You put it on the coach, and as a coach, you tell your leader, put it on me. I tell make me the bad guy. Yep. No matter what you do as a head coach, somebody gonna be mad.
Period. Yep.
Outside of officials, because they job sucks, they gonna make somebody mad no matter what. As a head coach, somebody gonna be mad at you no matter what you do. So do the best you can in the right way with an honest heart. That's all you can do. But somebody gonna be mad. You know, and that's the price of leadership. Somebody gonna be mad at you no matter what. So that price of leadership for my child that I'm asking to be a leader, I'm gonna take that weight for you. Yes. Tell her that it's my fault. Tell her I made you do this. But
put it back on me.
But it needs to come from you, and you have to model what you're asking her to do.
Yes.
So I will always have your back if you're pushing in the right way with the right tone and at the right time. Because sometimes for us as head coaches, all your team hears is wah, 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 wah. And you as a player, you know that. You know when their locker rooms got a little depth. So that's when you got to become the echo and then make me the bad guy. That's how you tell her. You empower her to blame you.
But even you brought up something that was huge. Locker room culture.
Oh, yeah.
That's a real thing that I didn't realize. You realize but that's just as important as your culture in general.
Oh, yeah.
Locker room culture.
Yes.
Speak on that as far as sustaining and maintaining positive locker room culture.
Any culture from your team, okay, the direction of it and the explanation of what you want it to be is the limit that a head coach or a coach has. The team will foster the culture you hold accountable. The team will grow your culture because of what they know the expectation is. So if you don't hold your team accountable to what you say the culture is, they won't continue to cultivate that counter. You know what I mean? Now, in doing that, I said cultivate because in cultivation, you don't just pull weeds.
Right.
When you're gardening, if you want to grow some vegetables, you want to grow some food, you can't just pull the weeds.
Right. That's the bare minimum.
That's not even the bare minimum. You got to water.
Yeah.
You got to fertilize.
Yeah.
You got to shine a little sunshine on it from time to time. You got to protect it from some weather at times. There is a lot that goes into cultivating the culture.
Yeah.
So as much as I'm pulling the weeds or removing the nonsense, whether it be removing a player or removing a behavior, I have to foster what's great. I got to fertilize the good. I got to reward the good. We're clipping this year. You know what clipping is, Coach? And I'm telling my girls, you only clip people who are consistent.
Period.
You can't clip because somebody had a game good one time.
No.
You can't clip because somebody did because vocal one time.
Right.
Who is consistent? You're clipping people that you know that you could go into battle with. That when it's the worst possible situation, they got your back
every time.
That's how you foster that culture. You gotta pull the weeds, but you gotta water, you gotta fertilize, you gotta put a little sunshine. The sunshine is in front of the whole team. What everybody thinks is minuscule, what everybody thinks is the little things, you gotta celebrate.
You can't forget to celebrate.
You have to celebrate. And you got to put it out in front of everybody. So this year we having a practice player of the week. I'm putting it on social media.
Wow.
I'm gonna make a highlight film for that practice player, not just from practice, but from games.
I love it.
And I'm gonna post it on social media.
I love it. That's huge.
Because how you practice is how you're gonna play. So the practice player of the week, I'm going all out for the practice player of the week, and I'm trying to get sponsorships from the people in the community to put their logo at the end of the practice player if they donate to the program.
Wow.
Practice player of the week. People in our community that are doing the consistent things to better our community. She's learning that in basketball.
There you go.
All tying it together, Coach.
The whole thing,
So now,
bring it all together.
Now we got the retweets going. You got your athletic department retweeting. You know what I mean? You got them competing for your mental attitude. Oh yeah.
Wow.
There you go. I got to pull weeds. I got to get the right. I got the wrong people. I got to get them off the bus. You know, but I also got to elevate. I gotta celebrate those people fostering the right energy. You know, and right now for me,
that's huge.
It happens to be two of my top players that are leaders. With what they do and not all the time what they say. Sometimes they're quiet because they don't want to cross that line. So I'm fighting the same thing. But so you're saying maybe yours. I'm assuming maybe yours isn't your top player.
Actually, no, mine's are. They're my top players. It's just so when you graduate 16 years,
not top player, your best player. Because mine.
Yes.
So my best players.
So mine would be I would say my best player.
She's the most powerful in your locker room. She don't know it, but you're the most powerful in coach's locker room because it ain't the points, it ain't the hoopla that gives you the voice. It's your actions.
There you go.
And a player that leads by example. Is the most powerful player because now I can challenge you not on how many points you score or whatever, but how hard I work. So if your work ethic ain't where my work ethic is, when coach started to give those celebrations,
there you go. If
that player that's the top player is competitive, she'll be like, getting all these, you ain't posting nothing about me,
right?
Have you been consistent?
There you go. And that's the big word, being consistent.
Yeah,
Something we have to be consistent with our kids. Same thing for them. So we have to embody it ourselves, so they can understand the importance of being consistent. With everything that they do.
Everything.
So
say that again.
With everything that they do, you got to be consistent with it, and also it shows in how they play. The consistent players. It also shows in if I can trust you. Can I trust you to put you out there that you're gonna do what I know you can do? I can't trust somebody that's not consistent. It's a liability. It's too risky.
Building trust. Coach.
Yes.
Building. I think about this IHSA rule. And building trust with a kid that has decided to leave your program, or the kid that's coming back to your program. And it may not even be because of you. It might have been for whatever reason. But you got to have that conversation about, look, I'm trusting you to do the right things when no one's looking. Because if I'm going to trust you and put you out there in the game and allow you to make mistakes, we got to have an understanding of that trust is earned by what you do consistently. And those conversations are hard, Coach.
Well, especially when they don't have parents that are consistent with them.
I'm having a conversation with the parent too.
Exactly.
No, I'm saying like we're all in the same room.
Oh, yes. I
want to say this to the child. Because it's a relationship that they have to support. So I want them to understand the reason why we're having this conversation. Because if it goes back to the parent third party, it could go back to the parent and the kids say, Coach, don't trust me. I didn't say that.
Communication.
It's so I want to be saying,
so it gets funny because you have to know how to do it consistently, articulate.
I want to bring everybody in.
Yes.
I want us to be on the same page.
Yes.
I want us to all be pushing for it. And those parents who have those conversations with you and their daughters are the parents you love the most.
Yes.
Even if they don't agree with you, there's no gray. They know where you stand
each time.
And as a coach, we got to be more open to having these uncomfortable conversations. We can't ask our kids to become great communicators if we don't ever want to talk to the parent as a high school coach. Now, college coach, you maybe not have to do that. But
high school coach, yes.
And it's a minor. She don't make no decisions in her household. She might not even have a ride to practice. So I need mama or daddy, or preferably both, to come have a seat in my office and listen to this conversation I'm going to have with your child. Because I need you to understand where I'm coming from as an adult, trusting your child and giving her freedom in certain areas. And I need you to be on board with that. I need you to understand that what I'm doing is not for me. It's for her. And if a parent supports that decision,
it's a game changer.
The child has nowhere to go. But up.
Because you got accountability everywhere. Boom, boom, everywhere. Come on, keep building up. No left, right.
That's why I love my open practice. I can, Coach. I can wait. I started to do one the first week of the season, but it's not fair to the kids because they're still learning. Some of them that's coming back from fall sports, it's not fair to them to do it then. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna wait, but I can't wait. Because we have our scrimmage before the next day that I can actually do it. So I want to do it before the scrimmage. But maybe the scrimmage will give the reason why you should come. So I go back and forth. I've been back and forth on that. But I cannot wait for them because the transparency for me is empowering to the kid because she knows what the expectation is. So I don't have to coach that no more. I don't have to coach her effort. The parent was in the gym when we talked about
they seen it.
We don't coach effort here.
They seen it.
We don't coach effort here. Either you are going to it's not what you can do or what you're talented enough to do. It's what you will do. On a consistent basis. When you're having a good day, a bad day, or a cycle, whatever the case may be, what are you willing to do? Consistently. And once that is out in the open for everybody, woo! I hope it's I need to feed my parents or something. I need to at least do popcorn or something.
It's a mentality.
Because I need it to be transparent. I need you to know why your kid is not playing as much as she would like to. Because this is her. She's up. But then the days that maybe you're not at that practice, you know, I love my parents because they don't say nothing in practice. They sometimes they amen like the choir. If I'm preaching or something, the pulpit, the sideline is my pulpit.
Yeah.
Because I'm
just like being
just
at home.
being real with them, right? You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like, and it's not demeaning. There's no pointing the finger. There's
Yep.
no negative talk. It's
Yep.
affirmations and direction
and
expectations. Meet them. Meet them.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
I
it.
can't. If you got a job and you got a quota, you got to meet the quota. There's
every time.
The boss is not. If you miss your quota every single week, then they're gonna find somebody else
they can do the job.
And with this AI stuff, girl, they.
So same thing, just do the job.
I need them not to come out with an AI coach.
Okay?
I love my job. I love coaching my girls.
Right.
So okay, all right. So we talked about a little bit in there. We talked about the leadership. Okay, did I answer all the questions?
Yes, you did. Okay. Yes, you did.
We talked about coach life balance.
I'm just be honest about that. I struggle, and I struggle with work life balance because I love it so much that sometimes it takes priority, and it shouldn't always, but I love what I do.
Yes.
But doing better about making time for those that you love is just as important.
Well, your family.
Yes.
Your partner.
Yes.
You got to have the right partner to do this.
Okay? Yep.
And what I mean by the right partner, I want to be very specific because I had somebody comment something I want to make sure I say this the right way. What I mean by the right partner is someone who loves you so much to see your passion as much as you do and be willing to share you as you share your gift.
Yep.
That's what I mean by the right partner. Someone who sees your passion the way you do and is willing to share you as you share your gift. A gift is supposed to be given. God gives you a gift to share it. It ain't for you. So to do that, I have to be present with others.
And the wrong one,
oh man,
it becomes a distraction. Everything's a problem, too much time.
The wrong one can hurt your mental health as a coach.
Yes, it can.
The wrong one can hurt your walk with God with the coach. The wrong one can have you leading your team the wrong way.
Man.
Because your pay comes out in how you coach.
How you deal with them. Yes.
So sometimes, sometimes finding the right person is something that us as coaches put off. Because we're trying to serve our kids.
And that's which can also become a problem for them because when you love what you do and you love your girls, you love imparting in them and building them up and making them better, all that energy you're putting out there, and some partners may get jealous, some may be upset because you're not making time. But also, once again, if they love you and they support you, they'll be okay with sharing you because they understand the gift that you're giving to help somebody else out.
My wife doesn't really like basketball. Okay. My oldest son likes basketball. He's 19. He in college. He's not coming to a bunch of basketball games. My youngest son plays soccer. He be on his phone or his iPad the whole game. He might come down to the huddle every once in a while. Especially when he was younger, he'd be right over the girl's shoulder in the huddle. Just right there, just soaking it up everything, But then 10 minutes later, he back to John or Legos or whatever. Yeah, they don't love basketball. Right. But they know I do.
Yes.
And if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't be coaching in the first place. She's the one who has given me the freedom to share my gift. I love you, Joe, for that. You know what I mean?
But, we love you, Joe.
Yeah. Look, I mean, we talk about long nights.
Yeah.
We talking about long season. We talking about 6 months. From August to March.
Yes. It's rough.
It's a long time to not have someone else that's in your life be your priority.
Yes.
Now I have been getting better.
Yes.
There have been times this year my girls have been on me because I've been on them. I'll tell you why. Okay. This D&D thing. Okay. I got girls who want to get recruited and play in college. And they be on D&D at times where the college coaches are probably gonna call them. So in school, I get it. You're on D&D, even though y'all be on your phone, you're not supposed to. I know it. Everybody knows it. Okay, but when you are out of school in that time between
Yep.
9 o'clock,
Yep.
and I would say 10 o'clock because the West Coast,
Yeah.
you know, it's 6,
Yes.
it's 7 o'clock at West Coast. But between the time you got out of school and that time, you should be available and pick up numbers you don't know. You don't have no bills, so ain't no bill collector calling.
Right. Right.
You know,
Right.
and if somebody playing on your phone, you pick it up. Okay,
Uh-huh.
cool. I'm gonna block that number. Okay, cool. I just leave that alone. Don't even try to figure out who it is. Just block it. But to get recruited, if they're gonna call you and you don't pick up, they're gonna go call the next person.
There you go.
But you don't do not disturb. You think they're gonna call right back to get through that? No.
Well, and it also goes back once again to communicating. A lot of our girls don't understand how the college coaches work.
Oh, they don't want it. They don't. They're scared of having the conversation.
Yes,
they want the offer without the work,
and that's what it is.
And it's work to get an offer.
You know,
on their side.
Yes.
The follow on social media on every platform you can.
Yep.
The messages. Here's my schedule for AAU. Here's my schedule for Open Gym. Here's my high school schedule. Here's full film of me. Here's my huddle link.
Yeah.
Because they got Synergy.
Yeah.
Here's my huddle link for my highlights, and you can find all of our film on Synergy if you follow this. You know that I create for them. Have you written your letter of interest?
Right.
Have you followed your top 5 schools?
Right.
Has you told your coach what do you want to study and where you want to go or how far you want to go?
Right.
Coach Ramey and I talked about this. Like the recruiting is a lot of work for the kid. They're not following your mom and daddy's page. If they posted, if your mom and dad is posting highlights of you online, great, awesome. That's a great job, mom and dad. But they're not following mom and dad. They're not, they're
following you.
They're following you.
On you.
So what does your social media look like? Does it look like you just going to concerts in the mall and doing TikToks? Or is it you going to workouts and lifting and playing ball and highlights and defensive stops and rebounds and steals, not just points?
Yep. Are you posting negative things? Are you posting
the real?
Right.
Are you posting when your hair ain't done and you ain't all dolled up and you sweating after a workout? You know, us millennials, we do the sweat check after our workout.
Right.
We put a post when we look all worse in the gym. Like, I put in some work today, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or I ran 3 miles today, you know what I mean? Like, we want to put that. But
so all that matters. But to go back to what you're saying regarding
the balance,
I think it's important when you are in this profession, because it's very hard, because you're trying to balance. Coaching is 24/7. It's not just 9 to 5, So you're trying to balance that part, trying to balance your family, trying to balance just everything that comes along with it, because you're always a coach.
Right.
Even when they graduate, you're still a coach.
Yeah.
Well,
that's for relationships, for the intimate coach relationship with whoever your partner is, that's just got to be a conversation of this is what my life is.
Yes.
This is what my schedule is like for most of the year.
And hopefully he understands that,
Yeah. Hopefully he or she is willing to accept that this is who you are.
Yep.
Not just say it, but live it. Because we don't just want you to know what our schedule is. We want you to be involved.
Yeah, be a part of it. Yeah.
Come to a game. Even if you're not watching the game, come to the game. My wife will come to a game and read a book, okay? She'll take her little picture of me. So, support. I'm here to support the coach. And scroll. She read like 300 books a year. Over 300 books a year. That's her thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
there you go.
I love math. She loves reading.
There you go.
That's her thing. Okay. So anyway, make a long story short.
Yeah.
That balance, that understanding of that is got to be something that's not just articulated that you accept.
Yes.
It's something that you got to actually live.
Yep.
Yep. The hardest part about our job is that we're giving so much in so many ways because you wear so many hats as a coach, that there's very rare people who ask, "Are you okay?"
Boom.
Or text you, or
boom.
You know what, coach, is so crazy. We talk about this because, as a coach, you got a workspace at home.
Yeah.
My workspace is always a mess. Okay.
Yeah.
Especially when I get in the middle of the season. I got newspaper here. I got statistics here. I got notes from practice and scouting.
Film up here.
It's a mess. So I'm cleaning my desk the other day, coach, because it looked like a mountain the other day. Okay. Cleaning my desk, you start to find stuff that kids, not the Christmas cards that the parents have somebody sign and give to you, but I've coached at a couple of schools, and so I started finding like letters from kids. Some that play basketball, some that don't even play basketball. Thank you for shooting basketball with me, Coach Carruthers, every day. When I was upset, every day I was upset, we would go to the gym and shoot baskets. I worked in special education. And Coach, thank you for sticking with me when nobody else did. You were really my go-to person,
Yeah.
and I graduated.
Wow.
I don't need to thank you,
Uh-huh.
but the fact that you wrote something to
Mm-hmm.
me,
Thought
and
about
then
me.
those same kids are probably the
Mhm.
ones that hit you up later, like,
Yeah.
"How you doing,
Yeah.
Coach? I ain't seen you in a long time." I
Yeah.
had I had two little ones. The Longs, I coached them. I mean, years ago at Clinton Central when they were in middle school and elementary. They didn't even get to play high school for me because I
Mm-hmm.
left before then. Um, and they came and drove from Clinton County, Indiana, all the way to Decatur Central
Wow.
to watch me
Mm-hmm.
coach a game in their school Letterman jackets.
Mm-hmm.
We continued to play ball.
Wow.
We play, and one's graduated, one's she's a senior, and just to come watch me coach
Mm-hmm.
and waited for me after the game outside the locker room,
Mm-hmm.
and it almost brought me to tears and stuff like that.
Relationships.
Man,
Relationships.
and their father, shout out to Kirk Long, their father, I remember after I left the school, it was one of the girls' birthday,
Uh-huh.
and they go camping. Me and my oldest, we go camping. My
Mm-hmm.
wife, Joe and Car, they not going camping. Okay, they
Mm-hmm.
ain't doing no bugs. Okay, all right. So this is out of the question. But me and
Uh-huh.
Thomas will go.
Uh-huh.
They invited me and Thomas to come, and we hid in the RV while the kids was out, and they kept coming back for lunch, and popped out, and it was just tears.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
spent the weekend camping.
Yeah.
Man, me and Thomas pitched a tent
Uh-huh.
and roast marshmallows
Uh-huh.
and fishing and
Uh-huh.
all the things that
Mm-hmm.
I don't get to do during the season.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
In the Long family, they'll hit me up on Facebook, or they'll hit me up from
Yeah.
time to time. How you doing, Coach?
Yep.
We don't get that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's a small group of coaches that I'm close with that we talk on a regular basis,
Yeah.
and we can vent to each other and not have to worry about,
Yep.
man, if I vent to this coach,
Yep. Is it gonna
circulate?
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
need the people that you can confide in,
Yes.
or go to for advice.
Yeah.
How do you navigate this,
Yeah.
Coach?
And
I
not be
got this
judged by it.
and not be
Yeah.
judged.
Yeah.
Or, Coach, I made a mistake. How do
Yep.
I fix this? How do
Yeah.
I make this right with this
Yep.
parent,
Yep.
this kid, or
Yep.
this happened to me with the school, and I don't know how to
Mm-hmm.
approach it where it's not professional because it hurt me.
But Nick, I think people have to understand that we're human too.
Oh man,
we're coached, but we're also human. That's why I go back to relationships. It's important to have good relationships, especially in this profession, because you need people to help keep you not so much on board, but keep you going. I said something. I made a post one day and I said you have to love who loves you.
Oh yeah.
Loving those that want to support you, they want to be there for you, to check in on you. Loving who loves you. Love those people that, whether they're praying for you, saying encouraging words, they kids call you mom, dad, uncle, but just loving who loves you. People that light up when they see you. That's a huge thing. But the power of relationships.
You light up when you see them.
Man.
When you see certain people, it's a good feeling. Like,
yeah.
Man, how you doing?
Yeah.
I want to know how you are
doing. Yeah.
Not
just
genuinely
saying it, but
not
seriously.
Just, what's up, yo? Nah, that's different.
Yeah. Yeah. So I bet you when they see you in the RV, they lit up, and it was that emotion.
I mean, they was crying.
Yeah.
It messed me up. I hadn't seen them. They obviously they didn't play in high school for me. They played in middle school, but I coached them in volleyball. I coached them in a little bit of middle school basketball. I mean, you let your middle school coach, but you're there, you're involved. And I coached them in track. So for me, when I left, when they were going to be freshmen, it did something to them, and I didn't know. But they just kind of vented and just, we wanted you to be our coach. And that group of girls, they stayed tight together, and they won a sectional championship.
Really?
I had those babies for 3 years.
Wow.
Pushing them for 3 years, and they bought into what we were saying. They stayed together. Nobody transferred. Nobody jumped ship. Man, they were a special group of kids.
Really? Wow.
Special group of kids,
but to have that type of impact, that's huge, though.
They impacted me.
Yeah.
That's
normally how it works. That's normally how it works. Yeah.
Head coaching job coaching girls.
Wow.
And it wasn't just the high school team. I'm coaching 3 sports.
Yeah.
And I'm working at every level. Those kids will always be a part of my family. And that's what, when your players know that they're more than just a player to you.
Yes.
When your players know that you're also human.
Yeah.
I tell my girls all the time, I'm a man. Okay? I make mistakes. I'm going to screw up. My wife tell me every week, I didn't messed up something. I didn't done something wrong. I didn't forgot something. I didn't do something. Every week.
Yeah.
So I know that with 29 of y'all, I done messed up something.
Yeah.
I'm a man, y'all. I'm sorry. I'll be the first to say I'm wrong. Because I'm human. And once they know that you're human, just like you give them grace, hopefully you get it in return.
But once again, it goes back to the relationship. Someone said they don't care how much you know till they know how much you care.
Ooh, Saint, that's a bar.
They don't care how much you know till they know how much you care.
Yeah.
That's for people in general.
Yes.
Do you care? Do you care? The love, relationship, do you care? And having people in your life that care, it changes you as a person. It changes our kids.
Yeah.
When your kid knows you love them, they'll run through a wall for you.
Yeah. So to the work life, okay. This is my. I've been blessed that I haven't coached when I was. Well, I did coach when I wasn't married, but me and Joe been together for almost 20 years. It is
goals.
It is 20 years. So
awesome. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
If you're single, this is for my single coaches. This is my outside opinion, obviously, because like I said, I haven't gone through it. Not being in a relationship, you got to take care of yourself first. When you're on a plane, if you ever go fly someplace, you're on a plane. There's a flight attendant who stands up in front of the plane. Everybody's sitting in their seat, and they give you all these directions. But one of the most important directions is, in the case of an emergency, these oxygen masks are going to fall down in front of you. And specifically, they say, put your oxygen mask on first before you try to help somebody else. And now, if that's a life or death, it's got to be a rule for life. You can't be the best version of yourself for a group of kids if you're not taking care of yourself. So you got to take care of yourself. It sounds selfish, but it's not. You got to have a good foundation to stand on, because you want that kid to stand on your shoulders.
Yes.
Right. All right. So you got to take care of yourself. So that means your nutrition. That means exercising. That means, I'm going to say sleep, but we ain't sleeping as a head coach. Look, I get 4 hours.
Right. If that,
right now, I'm blessed. I'm getting 6. But my body.
You just wake up. Yeah.
I woke up at 3:19 this morning.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I just went and prayed. And Carter had a game this morning, anyways, I couldn't sleep. I went to bed at a good time.
That normally means something when you wake up around that time.
I just went and prayed.
I believe that. Yeah.
I just went and prayed. That means something. I got up and I got me a bowl of cereal. You know what I mean? And I started working on the next podcast. You know what I mean? Anyways, but you got to take care of yourself. You got to eat right. You got to exercise. You got to try to get some consistent sleep. Napping during the day is okay. You know what I mean? If you get 30 minutes, I get 30 minutes in my office between the time that practice starting, the school lets out. I might have to put my head on the desk, or make a pallet on the floor. That's just me, but I'm there, I'm locked in, and I know that this is part of it, right? But if I don't take care of myself first, it don't matter. It don't matter. So definitely got to do that. Now, the relationship off the court, I had my blood brother, upset at me. I mean, like wouldn't talk to me. When I called him on the phone, it was one word answer. All right, I gotta go. When you get off the phone with somebody, especially as a black person, I'm gonna let you go. That's when you want to get off the phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you go. You know what I mean? We say a whole bunch of stuff, but
I'm gonna call you right back.
I'm gonna call you right back. Let me get these kids together. You know what I mean? Let me get this. Let me get up out of here. I'm trying to get home or whatever. But anyways, he was upset at me because we had a game on the same day as a family member's funeral. Now, I don't have a regular job, and I don't think people who don't coach don't understand that. As a head coach, you can't miss no game. Okay, the last time I missed game, I was in COVID, and I had to because it was protocol.
Right, not because you wanted to.
That's the only one ever though.
Probably still been there with a mask on.
I coached a game with food poisoning and I had a trash can next to the seat, and I sat. And anybody know to be that? I never sit. I sat the whole game because I was dying. And we lost. So I was really sick. So, but you got to be there, right? He was furious at me that I didn't make it to this funeral. And it was one of our uncles, and I love him dearly, but we were going away to play a game on the road, and there's 27 little girls that I'm responsible for.
Yeah.
I can't just call a PTO day. So I have my brother. We had a conversation. We're good now. I love you, bro. We're good. But he didn't realize all the things that went into, and I have friends who don't understand that now. They want to plan the group get together, and we want to be involved.
Yes.
My family wants to be involved.
Yes.
But I also have a responsibility to these children.
Yes.
And to the people who trusted me with their
children.
Child,
yes.
To not put my friend get together over this game we got or this workout that we got because I got a job to do.
When you take on the title head coach,
oh my goodness,
there's a commitment there that you've accepted that you have to honor, because now it's no longer about you, it's serving those that are with you.
And every standard that you set,
you have to live.
Just meet the standard. You got to be above the standard.
Yeah.
You got to go above and beyond that on a consistent basis. You can never not be.
Yeah. Because if you do, they can tell.
The one time
telling
you do not stay consistent, you lose your team.
Yep.
So my best players, I'm hardest on my best players.
Yep. You have to be. Because they're the example.
Yes.
If coach will get on them, then okay, coach will get on me.
Oh, if he sat her down, I bet not miss the box out. Here's a great example. Greg Popovich. I love Greg Popovich. Okay. Steven Jackson talked about Greg Popovich ripping Tim Duncan, like letting Tim Duncan have it. And Steven Jackson was like, "Well, shoot, if he gonna say that to Tim,
right.
Get myself together. If he gonna talk to Tim like that, I can't mess up."
Right. This is Tim Duncan. Yeah.
This is Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
And he was consistent with them.
Yeah.
And so they respected him because I gotta be consistent. So if your child is the best player and she missed practice, she gotta run.
Yeah.
She gotta do squats. She gotta do something. You know what I mean? I didn't snap on my team the other day. It was Thursday this week, coach. Okay. Had a young lady quit because of this. So I need you need to know why. Practice starts at 4:10. School lets out at 3:50. And in the past we've been starting practice right at 4, but it wasn't really a realistic time for them to get to the locker room, get dressed. Especially in preseason, we don't have the same locker room because volleyball's in season. We're not in the same gym because volleyball has priority. So you might be in a different building, right? 4:10. That was my compromise. 4:10 in the gym. You should be in the gym early. At least shooting around, locked in, ready to go. You'll know what we're gonna be at. Coach, I'm in the gym. I'm watching who's shooting around, who's goofing, whatever. You're a kid, okay?
Right.
But I'm at least you're dressing in the gym.
Right.
I can live with that.
Right.
I had a player come in the gym with her phone in her hand. They know my rule on phones. And she owned it when I brought it up. And Coach, I literally was just walking and I forgot it was in my hand. And the buzzer went off, so I just put it down. It's okay. We gonna run. Okay? But then there was some jewelry on too. I don't think kids realize that if you got an earlobe, you got any type of jewelry on, and you get bumped or hit, and we're playing
that's dangerous, man.
It can rip your skin or rip your nose. And I don't think parents understand if you go get your child a piercing before the season, that hole is gonna close up because you can't play with. You can't put a Band-Aid over it.
No,
you can't play with that.
No.
So, anyway, make a long story short, I didn't yell. I asked the manager. I said, "Can you put a certain time on the clock?" We're going to run what I call a 6-2-6, which is 6 trips full court, 2 back pedals full court, then 6 more trips full court. You got to do it in a minute 54 seconds.
Woo!
You don't do it, we don't do it. We got to run it again. Okay. Now, I gave them some extra time, obviously, because, we hadn't really stretched.
Right.
I don't want nobody to get hurt. All right, cool. We ran it, and halfway through it, okay, so there was a young lady that was in the gym sitting at the timing table with a manager. The manager got her phone. She's scrolling TikTok. The girl sitting with her, keying about TikTok. She get up, go to the locker room. She's in the doorway of the locker room talking to somebody that's not on the team or whoever it was, go in the locker room. Buzzer comes off. She's the last one to come out the locker room. She strolls out the locker room. Just cool. My bad, y'all. My bad. I said, all right, everybody on the line. Don't worry about it. I'm waiting on you to get out the locker room so you can get in this too.
But Nick, the thing is, you can't even get mad about it because you have your standard expectation in your room.
I didn't yell at her or nothing.
Yeah, you can't get mad about that.
What time was practice start? She said 4:10. I said, you was late today. I said, so it's not the only reason that we're running. There's some other things that happened. You weren't out here when I was talking about it, but we got to run. She came, Coach, I quit. This is during the run, and her teammates like, "Come on, no, it's just a run. It's just, we was late. It's cool." Like they
fight for it. Yeah.
This is freshmen. Yeah. They owned it. Yeah. Trying to talk her off the ledge, like, yo, it's just got to run. We was late.
Yeah,
we a team. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Quit. I said, you sure? I said, because you're not the only reason that we ran. You know, you're honestly you're part of it, but this is what the rules are.
Yeah.
I don't really want to play basketball. I'm cool. I'm done. I said, all right. I said, well, I'm here if you need me. I'm not gonna beg you to stay.
No,
because I need to know who's gonna be.
Yep. Who you can trust?
Who can I trust?
I'm telling you,
go back to what we talked about earlier, right?
It's that simple.
When the crap hit the fan and you got 4 fouls, I need to put you in the game, back in the game in fourth quarter because we need you.
Can I trust you?
Can I trust you not to foul? Can I trust you not to crash out when this girl elbow you? She know you can't retaliate.
Mm-hmm.
Will she try to get you to foul? Can I trust you?
But Nick, if parents and kids understood, our game is more mental.
Oh goodness.
Than physical. You run it for a minute and some change.
That's why that coach life balance is big because we got to give them the mental tools to deal with life because we're dealing with life, coach.
And if we can't do it, we're not helping them. We're setting them up for failure. That's why you talked about, taking care of yourself. That is such a huge thing because what you go through, you're going to get through, but what you go through, a lot of times it shows when you deal with other people. Yeah. So imagine when you're coaching, you're going through something and you show it to your kids. You have to be that consistent one to help them get through everything because they go through stuff with school. They're probably dating. The work is getting hard. They deal with their parents. Like it's a whole thing.
Man,
so if you can't help them,
I've had to coach through a death in the family.
Man,
from somebody that was really close to me, and still coach. Like I was telling you, I still had to coach that game.
Yeah,
I've had players whose mother or father died the week in this, like a week in the season, and they still got to play. So the relationship, the balance that you're teaching them in the preseason to try to cope with the unthinkable.
Yeah,
that's unthinkable for a child to lose a parent.
Yep.
And still have to try to come to school and keep her emotions together. Keep her focus and mental where it needs to be to continue to move forward.
Yes.
Let alone play in a varsity basketball game.
Yep.
And I had to give her grace in that situation. And when this particular thing happened, there wasn't this last one I'm talking about, but another one.
Mm-hmm.
Those girls, they embraced me like I was graceful. Those two young ladies, two of them.
Yeah.
One of them coaches with me right now. And the relationship and the skills that we were working on to try to balance the things that happen to you in life.
Yes.
It means so much.
Everything. That's why, man, you just said it. Relationships are so important.
Yeah.
They are so important. So when your kids know you love them and you care, Nick, they will run through a wall for you. And I'm not talking about the court, but in general, being there for you, checking in. Hey, coach, you okay?
Yeah.
So I'm a little off today. You all right? But no, because they genuinely love you, so they're gonna check in.
And they taking your temperature too. Like, hey, y'all don't mess around today, coach.
Okay. It's like today. Okay. It's like today. Okay.
They be taking the temperature.
Okay.
I love my girls.
I'm telling you.
They do that sometimes to me. I'm bad with facial expressions. I may not be upset at all. I might be really focused, really locked in. We got a big game coming up. I'm trying to make sure I remember we got to do it this way. I saw this on film.
Yes.
And they be like, "Coach, you good?" Yeah, I'm good. I'm straight.
Yeah,
I promise you, I'm good. But my face don't say that.
No,
though. My face don't say.
It says everything. So
it says everything.
You can be doing fine, having a good day, and you just locked in, and they think something wrong.
And Coach, I know, especially I know your situation, and like you're coaching in a place where you don't have a lot of support in that place.
It's different.
Where your family isn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Like your immediate
your family,
is you.
Yeah.
And so those girls for you, they are your family.
They're everything to me. And so, being from Kokomo, of course, family's about 2.5 hours away. It is hard because they're not there, but my assistants are now my family. My girls are my family. So, and also living in the city, you're so close because it's such a small city. It's almost as if you have just created just a bigger family.
Yeah. Your assistants, man, who you coach with makes everything. A big difference.
Everything.
The thing with being a head coach, and you're coaching your staff too as a head coach. So you got two teams that you're coaching. You're coaching adults, you're coaching your players, and the adults don't always see eye to eye. Don't always understand why they have the role that they have.
Yeah.
Okay. Or see the value in that role. Yeah. Right. So I have had to have hard conversations with a coach who wants this title or this responsibility, and not that she wasn't ready for that title responsibility, but the value of what she brought in this area, and someone else already bringing value in that area that they wanted. We don't need redundancies, right? So speak to that. Having that type of relationship with them is super important for them to accept what you're asking them to do, but not take it personal, because they're human too. They have aspirations too, and I've been very, very blessed to have coaches who have coached under me go on to be head coaches other places. And hopefully how I treated them as someone that we serve helped direct them on their path. And now, I've had coaches call me like, hey, coach, now I see what you were talking about, or I didn't know you had to deal with this, or how do you attack this problem? And it's like, well, this is how I attack. This is what I did when you was with me. And they were like, dang, coach, I didn't even know you was dealing with that. Or dang, coach, now I see why you had me doing that. And I thought it was lame then, but now Nick, I see, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nick, I know, I'm a little different. I'm also young. We're young, Nick. So no, what I'm saying is, no, I'm a big believer in making mistakes early, often, and learning from them.
Yeah.
But also, I'm also a action person. So I don't listen to a lot of words. I'm a big action person. Are you showing me what you're talking about? And if you're not, I'm quick to get on it. Yeah. Which is why it needs to change.
Yeah. Do you give the measurables?
Yes, but coming into it, I didn't understand. Once again, you're growing. So I'm thinking, as an adult, you have to understand, when I give you a role, this is your role to be perfect in that role. Not perfection, yes, but to be the star in your role.
But as a leader of your program, as the boss, technically, you have to evaluate.
Yes.
You have to be. We're getting evaluated.
Yeah.
We have to turn in our coach's evaluation to our boss, right? So I have to have these measurables. Yeah. So in it being a family, sometimes you're gonna have some uncomfortable conversations, but it's not a personal attack. This is what we need for our program to be successful. This is how I'm judging you on that. You will know where the bar is you need to reach, and my goal is for you to exceed that bar. Talking to Will Glover, he talked about having people in your program that not just see your vision, but try to better your vision.
Yeah. Ooh.
And it's important to understand not doing that and not stepping on toes of people around you because you're trying to shine.
Yeah.
You have a task that the coach gave you, and can you be great in that task? Don't take on somebody else's or try to say, do it this way.
No. Do your role.
People that can better the role that you give them. For you, it helps you with that coach life balance. It helps take something off your back. And for us as head coaches, when we edify our staff to the newspaper, on social media, or to our other peers, for your next job. I'm writing you this letter of recommendation so you can get this college job or whatever. I'm talking to that head coach. You should hire her because you should hire him because they have done this for me. I am now your biggest fan. I am now your hype man. You know what I mean?
But it goes back to the relationships, Nick.
Yeah.
You have to have, I mean, this is what I feel. I feel like you need to have at least a solid relationship with your staff. You know, I can't have anyone working with me who I can't trust.
Yeah.
I can't have people working with me who I can't give you something, you can't do it.
Or that don't communicate well.
Man.
Because when I'm making a practice plan, my practice plan is with you in mind. And I'm giving you a part of this practice.
There you go.
Or I'm giving or these, for me, this group that you've been coaching is looking for you.
Yes.
For their individual group.
Yes.
That day. I call them vitamins.
Yes. Daily vitamins. Yep.
She needs those daily vitamins. She needs that understanding of her role and sharpening of that tool.
Yes.
And how to get the job done in the ever changing season, right?
So, like I said, what we do, we're life changers. Our roles are so important. That's why I don't take my job lightly, because I understand what we're doing. So it's important to have people on your staff that understand your vision, what you're trying to do. Even if they don't, they still trust you and support you in that to push it, you know. But that relationship is such a big thing. I think, to me, it's more important than X's and O's. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
But some coaches don't realize that. They don't think about that.
We can know everything we want about basketball. You can know
That's a real thing.
Single play. You can know every play. You can know your opponent's plays. You know every defense, every ATO, all the blobs or slobs you can think of.
Yeah.
But if what you say isn't received by the people that you're speaking to, whether it be the staff or the player, it don't mean nothing.
Nope. Because they don't know how much you care. That relationship.
They won't know they won't know the detail on what you're giving them, because they'll just hear surface level.
And they'll take it that way. They'll take it that way. They'll box it away. They'll take it that way. Yeah.
I'm from the ghetto, okay, y'all. I'm from South Side of Chicago, okay, 123rd and Halsted, okay. There's a difference walking down the street not knowing people.
Yes.
In this particular neighborhood that I come from, you don't shake hands with everybody because there's too many gangs in Chicago. Okay, so there's two things that you say: "What's up?" and "Be safe." Okay, if I know you, it's "What's up?" with my head up. If I don't know you, but I want to show you that I respect you, want to acknowledge you, you don't have to say anything. You nod. It's almost like a bow. So eye contact. How you doing? Keep it pushing. You can't have the "how you doing?" keep it pushing with people that you're coaching with.
Ooh, Nick.
You can't. It's gotta be more than a "what's up."
Yeah.
It's gotta be a shake up. What's happening? You know, embrace.
It can't be surface level. Yeah.
It can't be surface level. And within you having that relationship, you can have the conversations where they don't agree with something that you're doing and you don't agree with something that they're doing. And you guys come together to find a common ground, not for your ego, for the kid that you're serving.
Right.
But if you don't have more than just a, what are we doing? Why are you on my staff?
Well, and with me, I am such a high level person. As far as when you come with me, I want you to leave this season better. Don't come in the same. You shouldn't leave the same way you came in. If you did, I didn't do my job. My job is make sure you get better as well in that role, and then want more of it.
Oh, speak of this though. Okay, not just that. I know coaches who have great assistant coaches, but won't let the assistant coaches be great outwardly, so they don't lose them. You got to be okay with people leaving. You got to be okay with people progressing in their life. It's not your job to hold on to them. It's your job to help them get to where
they want to go. Yeah.
So just like you're trying to get your kid an offer, that coach that's coaching with you might want to coach in high school, might want to be a head high school coach, might want to be a college coach. It is your job to make sure that you're helping your staff reach their goals as well.
Yeah.
And if that means they leave you, then so be it. That means you help some.
Yes.
It's a service, y'all.
Yeah.
It's not about what you can get.
But that's where but coaches forget that we are serving.
Yes.
I think I learned that, of course, from Fonzo, you and Coach Mitchell, and Coach Ramey, when it comes to you're serving the children, you're serving your assistants as well. You want them to get better and grow. That's part of your tree too.
Yeah.
When they're doing well, I mean, you've done a great job too.
Yeah. What are you leaving behind?
There you go.
When you leave a program, do you leave it in shambles?
Come on.
Are you a locust just passing through?
Yep. Come on.
Or do you leave it a better place?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
so important. Not just not just the wins and losses, but the culture that you're leading.
Yes.
Do the kids even love ball like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they excited about even just being around?
Yes.
When you come back, is it open arms or that's our old coach?
Yeah.
Woo-hoo!
That makes a difference.
It's a big difference.
It's a difference.
I used to play there.
Or
what's up, coach? How you been? How you doing? You know, when a coach leaves your program, do y'all still have a relationship?
Do you still call and check on them?
Do you still check on them? Do you still shoot them a text every now and then? Hey, coach, how you doing? You know, do you need anything? Do you need, I know you probably don't need plays and everything like that, but if you do, I got you. You need fundraising stuff. You need, I'm sad. I'm sad that you're not with me. I miss having you in my presence. If it's a real relationship.
Yeah.
But what you need, I got you.
And then also, Nick, it goes back to as well. Talk about pride and ego, but you got to really look at yourself as a coach. You have to look at yourself and look at why are you in this business? You get on. I'm coming. Like, what is the motive? Because we put a lot of hours. We put a lot of time into what we're doing because we're not the typical 9 to 5. So I'm putting a lot of time and energy into my players, into the staff to grow it, develop it, make it better, to nurture it. It can't be just always for my benefit. Yes, you're going to get the benefits from it. You're going to get the benefits or the fruits of your labor from what you're giving them, but that's the byproduct. It happens automatically. What's the intention? That's where I think I go with this with what I'm doing. That's why I'm thankful that God has me in a situation where I'm around the right people to keep me not so much humble, but gratitude. I love my girls. I love my staff. I love with what I'm doing. I love that I'm growing. I'm making mistakes. But my intent is I'm not egotistic.
There's no alternate motive.
No, there's not. Once again, the fruits that you're trying to get, it's the byproduct of what you're putting into your girls, the
Wins
staff.
And losses should be a product of our hard work and the relationship and trust that we have with each other.
Yes.
And I'm telling you right now, okay, I am struggling because there are a lot of people in our game right now who have the alternate motive, coach. And for me as a person, I know this, but the Bible says do not judge. So I'm trying not to judge. So when I see them, I'm trying to be as professional and as warm as possible. But it is becoming increasingly harder for me because you see their lies or actions hurt children that you care about. And people take your kindness for weakness, but my strength is not responding to your ignorance or your sin. My strength is praying that you come out of it so that somebody else isn't hurt. It's hard, coach. It's hard to do the right things and say the right things when you know others aren't and their motive. When you said motive, it just they probably gonna see my facial expression on the pod. When you said motive, coach, I had just man. We are about children, y'all.
Yeah.
Nobody is coaching high school ball to become a rich person. Nobody's coaching high school ball to make millions.
Right.
A celebrity, to become a brand, to become
right.
Look, if you're a real coach, you don't have no dog in the fight. I don't have any daughters, okay, except the girls that I coach. Okay, those are my adopted little girls. There's no motive other than to be the best we can be for that child. And it is frustrating to see others do the opposite and use children for their benefit, their fame, or to elevate others while it's hard.
But Nick, it goes back to, once again, who you are as a person and your relationships. No one can ever, people can, they judge, critique, everything else when it comes to who you are as a coach, but the real ones know your integrity, the morals you have, what you're trying to do.
Oh, the kids know.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's not, they see it. And kids are so smart they know when it's real, when it's fake. They're so smart. They know the genuineness and when you care. That's why those that come back when you coach them or coach with you because they love what you did for them.
Yeah.
That's the byproduct I'm talking about. That's the reward I'm talking about.
I had a parent frustrated with me. She had 2 kids on my team. One kid is that parent's favorite kid.
Mm-hmm.
The other kid is obviously not. I mean, they love the kid, but they're not the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as athletic.
Mm-hmm.
But the kid is not the favorite. Showed up every day,
mm-hmm.
worked the absolute hardest,
mm-hmm.
and just very coachable. Did everything we asked her to do. So she got the same opportunity as the kid that was more talented. That her talent said that we had to give her that because statistically she was doing the things statistically.
Right.
But the work ethic, the energy, the coachability wasn't the same. I had a parent go after me with my administration. Thank God I had great administration. You know, I've been really lucky to have great administration in places I've been. But go after me, not because I did anything wrong, but because I gave the same opportunity to her other child. It blew my mind. What kept me sane was after the season's over and this kid is graduating, she sent me a message that said, "Coach, I am so glad you were my coach my senior year.
That's a reward.
I would have never had this experience if you weren't here." That kept me, you know, because I mean, we're human. Sometimes you may want to say something that you're not professional.
Right.
It's not professional, okay? I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna act the way that you want me to act because I'm trying to get your child to see the right way to deal with the adversity that you creating. Bruh. It is hard. It is very hard when you are not around the right people. And I've been blessed, like you said, to be around
the right people.
Good people. People that whose jobs are way high and above the job that I have now. People like Laval Jordan or Chris Holtman, Terry Johnson. Those men helped me see the right way to address problems that I never know a coach would have. Like, here's an example, Coach. I was at a school that had a golf outing for girls basketball. I'm terrible at golf. Okay? I used to have a house in Carmel on a golf course. We got married on a golf course on the hole. I'm terrible, absolutely terrible at golf. But a lot of things and conversations happen on the golf course that you got to be present to be there. So I'm out there, Coach. You know, so I adjusted this year. I took my coaching staff to Top Golf this year, or back nine, and we laughed about how bad we were at golf. You know, one of my coaches, he was killing it. You know, the rest of us not so much. But how do you deal with being in an environment that you feel out of place? I feel out of place on a golf course. I feel. Not that I don't belong, but I'm not going to bring any value to this little charity team I'm about to be king with. I'm not going to help y'all. You know what I mean? I'm probably going to hurt our chances, but I need to be there because I'm the head coach. How you deal with no situation? Maybe not golf for you. Maybe it's a Christmas party or something like that. How do you deal with that, Coach?
I think it's about perspective. And honestly, I mean, where I'm at now, you know, it's funny, when I got the job at Richmond, everyone asked me, okay, so who do you know there? And I didn't know anybody. I didn't have anybody. You know, it was a God-led situation. You know, he needed to get me there for a serving of my girls. But you feel very out of place because you don't know anybody, you know. But it's about perspective on your mindset, being positive, trying to find the good in everything, which is very hard to do when you don't know hardly anybody. But also, once again, going back to, I hope I'm answering you. When you're going back to being around the right people, God will put the right people around you when you aren't even realizing it. You know, when you're in places where you don't feel like that's not in the right place, where you don't feel like you are, I won't say meant to be there, but when you're uncomfortable. You know?
Or nothing.
But could you imagine trusting God and not knowing where you're going? or what you about to do.
We do it all the time.
All the time.
We have. I don't.
But see, we do it all the time. We only recognize it when it gets hard.
That part. When you winning, you're good.
Right.
When you winning, it blankets a lot of stuff that's going on around you that probably shouldn't be. You shouldn't be around. It shouldn't be going on.
Yeah.
But when you're in a place of struggle, when you're in a place of questioning yourself, am I doing the right things? I told you, I thought I was going to get fired this year, Coach. I haven't had a season where I had less than 10 wins in a long time. Okay, and we had a decent talent team, you know what I mean? But we were young and experienced, like not in age, but in experience, right? And our schedule got significantly harder. My first year there, we were like 190 something. I don't know. It was a lot. We was not having a tough schedule. And this year we was in the top 50. You know,
you guys did an awesome job.
This coming year will be probably in the top 20 because I want our team to be prepared for our section. Our sectionals, no cupcakes in the sectional. You know, so you can't prepare yourself for a hard sectional by playing cupcake people. No disrespect.
No, but that's
for a ball. You know, you gotta play.
There you go.
If you want to be the best, you gotta beat the best.
But that's why when you have a young team, you want to play. They have to be able to experience good basketball and top tier players and adversity.
And and I'm glad my administration is on board. Because they got to schedule the game. They're on board with us playing a tough schedule and understanding that the goal is not to just win during the season, but it's to continue to play into February. But anyway, make a long story short, I felt like I was in the wilderness, Coach. I felt like, am I failing my kids? Because they have gotten to a place of we're supposed to win now. Like, they were used to, we're supposed to be winning these games, but we're not playing the same opponents anymore.
Right.
So now we have to raise our level.
Right.
So I'm like, Lord, give me direction, give me, you know, and then, you know, guys bringing people talking about start this podcast about coaching. I'm like, I haven't won nothing, Jesus. Like, what you mean? You know, like I'm very humble on where my history, but I don't coach for the wins and losses or whatever, but I also understand that it's hard to take direction from somebody that is not where you're trying to be. But that's why it's more about how you get there and how you treat people and how we use coaching as a discipline and a way to build relationships and build people. Build people. Anyway, make a long story short, Coach, I felt like I was failing. I was asking my assistants, like, does this look like, does this sound like? They're like, no, Coach, this plan is they're giving me affirmation, like, no, that's what we need to do. Like, this is not no brainer that we need to do this. You know, but we weren't getting the results. Now, we weren't getting blown out every game. We were in games, we were competitive games, but I don't do well with losing. That Lord's working with me on the losing part, Coach. I'm very competitive.
But Nick, God is not. I was told that God does not call the qualified; He qualifies the ones He's called.
Oh man, that's great. Where you hear that from? That's awesome.
Some good preaching, I'll tell you that.
Oh man, that's a sermon.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He does not call the qualified; He qualifies those He calls.
Man.
So you doing this, you know. You getting them ready.
I just want them to be ready for the adversities that's going to face them on and off the court.
Yes. How will you handle it? What is your reaction?
Man, because Mama not going to be there. I'm not going to be there. When you're an adult, you got to pay these bills. You got to go to a job that maybe it's not what you thought you wanted to do, you know, but it's what you
have to do.
Being an adult is not always doing the things that you want to do. It's doing what you have to do. I didn't want to play zone 1 year. But I had to make sure that I bridged the gap between a team that didn't play zone, play man, and all they play zone. I had to give them a zone. Okay, let's do something unorthodox since you understand zone principles. Let's do something unorthodox that looks like man, but it's not man. But it's teaching you the man principles.
There you go.
So that near the end of the season, we can play full out man. And it was not fun because I don't like coaching zone. But you know, it's like, but
trust in the process.
It's not what I want. It's
right.
It's not. What I wanted to do is what I had to do to get us where we need to go. So I'm doing a little bit of that this year with what I'm like. We played decent in the summertime. Like our I don't know how your June went, but June went pretty decent for us. We got a chance to go to Middle Tennessee State and stay a few nights
Wow.
there and play some good competition on
That's
campus in
awesome.
front of those coaches in their arena.
Yeah.
You know, and do a lot of team bonding and have barbecue.
Yeah.
And some
You gotta get
brisket
that.
and some ribs and water balloon fight and team bonding through campus and fellowship and eating together every meal and laugh and joke and play games in the dorm. And like we had a really good experience, and that helped propel us throughout June. And we had a decent June. But
that's good.
I want that to continue into the season. But now you don't have the removal of all the distractions of school.
It's right there in your face.
It's right there in your face. So that has been, I'm changing some things this year to involve my parents a little bit more, to do a little bit more team bonding that we did in the past.
Well, but it helps with their buy-in. The parent, you're giving kind of like delegation.
Yeah.
You're giving your assistant or that parent something to make them feel like, yes, they're important.
Yeah. They are.
They are.
They super hard.
They are.
Yeah.
But you're getting that buy-in on the support that we need from them. I don't think they understand how important they are.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times, okay, my child is playing whatever. No, like having you at the parent meeting is important.
Yeah.
Even at the game, supporting, and having a relationship with the parents too, even when the kids are young.
Yeah.
That's where it matters more.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because you get to build with the child and then the parent so they get to know who you are.
Yeah. Or not to put too much pressure on your kid.
Come on now.
She's an 8th grader about to be a freshman. Now that she's a freshman and she's playing some varsity, she's not going to dominate like she did.
In grade, no.
You got to give her some grace.
Yes.
Give her a little bit of grace.
Yes.
And we're going to let her grow through mistakes. Yep. So be okay with her making a mistake. I'm okay with it. My job is on the
right, exactly. right. Right.
I'd rather her be uber aggressive and me have to pull her back and give her some structure than her be timid and worried about, am I going to
make a mistake?
Make a mistake. Am I going to make dad mad? Am I going to make mom mad? Coach Ramey talked about the how much she wanted to make her father proud when she played. You know what I mean?
A lot of young girls do that though.
Yeah. And see,
it's important. Our fathers are important.
I didn't have that experience as a player in general because my mom, she worked multiple jobs just so that we could have.
Yeah.
She raised 4 boys on her own. You know what I mean? So, and my father wasn't present like that. You know what I mean? When he was, it was abusive. It wasn't. I got a hard upbringing, right? So I never had that, but I saw the parents for my teammates and how important it was for them to be there. But for me, my motivation was I got to be so good that they're going to wish they could be here.
Yeah.
And I wasn't mad at them or anything like that, but that was just me. I was an angry kid when I played ball. And so I would just go dragging and I got to kill whoever's in front of me. I have to destroy you. I have to make sure you never want to see me again. That's how I coach.
But a lot of our kids are like that though.
Yeah.
And they may not even express it.
No, they hold it in. And sometimes it implodes. And I try to give them the space. Hey, yo, when you come between these lines, this is a safe space.
Yeah.
Let's hoop.
Yeah.
Let's get it all out. You know?
And so you rather teach them how to deal with what they're dealing with than them leave you and they're not productive citizens.
Right. Or they harm themselves. Yeah.
Which is another,
it's a whole other thing.
A whole other thing.
Yeah.
So we really do our jobs, man, are so important. Yeah. As a coach, your job is so important because of what you're doing in the generations, the future's lives. Our kids are our future. You know, that impact that you have is so important. Don't take it lightly.
Yeah.
Don't take it lightly.
I got a preseason playbook coming up.
Yeah.
Ebook for everybody. If you sign up online, there'll be in the link in the bio where you can go to our website and leave your email, get a free ebook, preseason playbook that talks about your culture, talks about maybe some of the things that you're working on to get prepared for the season while you're going through those. You may not have your whole team, but you want to get a good foundation.
Yes.
So you're not teaching too much to have to reteach, but enough to touch on and help the people come along from other sports. From transferring in, from moving in. I got a young lady moved in from Florida last week.
Wow.
And she's super green. So we're going to get her right.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Mom's job, moving here or whatever, But I think that is the biggest thing is taking our opportunity. This is an opportunity. We get to coach. I get to say that's my job.
Yes.
It's funny because I don't say I'm a teacher. What do you do? I'm a coach.
I'm a coach. Yeah.
I coach ball.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. Is what my focus is.
Yeah.
all day.
Mm-hmm.
As how can I be a better coach for them?
Yeah.
How can I empower her?
Mm-hmm. Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
How can I empower the people around me that work with me, that work for me, that play for me? How can I empower them so that they can reach what they want?
Right.
Empowering people below you, around you, is you become powerful.
Go back and pick them up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stand on my shoulders, please. Please. So, all right, Coach.
Yep.
Got a question for you. Okay. If there was one thing, you've answered the questions from last pod.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, but if there was one thing that we didn't get to talk about, last pod or this pod, that you can leave a question for the next guest.
Okay.
I want you to leave a question.
That's a good one. Oh, wow.
The next guest that we have on the pod. It can be about anything. It doesn't have to be about basketball. It can be about anything. Give me a question for the next coach that's coming up.
Actually, I think I have two. The first one would be a lot of times your assistant coaches become head coaches from being an assistant. As an assistant, what is one thing you didn't learn being a head coach that you wish you would have learned before becoming a head coach? As an assistant.
Yep. Okay.
The next one would be what is one thing, or what is how do you stay motivated as a head coach when you're losing every game and practices are not the way you want it to be?
Got you.
How do you stay motivated?
How do you stay hungry?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep that fire in your team.
Man.
Yeah. That's a good one, Coach. That's a good one.
So those are my two right there.
Those are great, Coach. So that'll be for our next guest.
The next one. Yep.
For our next guest.
Next one.
And for everybody out there, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, TikTok, YouTube, and any podcast platform. We're on all of them. On the social media platforms, we want parents, players, and coaches to send us your anonymous questions. These will be anonymous. We won't say who they're from. We will read the questions and work with our guests to answer whatever questions you have on the podcast. We'll pick our top 5 for that week, and we'll go from there. So we want you involved. We want you to help with this conversation. We want to push the community forward to better ourselves as coaches, for your children, for you as players, and to help prepare the next generation of coaches with a book, a blueprint, a guide, a GPS, encyclopedia, everything that they need to be successful coaching Minutiae. All right. Thank you for today's podcast. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Coach, for coming.
Always.
And we look forward to seeing you next time.
All right. Thank you.